Hey, it's Bnjak and I'm back with some more Smash news. The last biggest tournament we had was SoCal Regionals 2018, one of the largest fighting game tournaments in SoCal. As mentioned in my last video, we had many of our SoCal favorites attending. Unfortunately, Larry Lur had to drop out last minute due to some unknown reason. The drop was too sudden to make any changes to the seeding, so Larry Lur was simply DQ'd. The biggest splashes this tournament was the incredibly strong showing of the Japanese players, such as Tamashika, Yamamoto, T, and Raito, making 4 of the top 8. Maybe the most surprising of the 4 was Yamamoto, using Little Mac, a character with a notoriously bad matchup against top players and projectile zoners. Yamamoto showed the world what he could do, defeating players such as Shinji, Fallen, AC, and 8-Bit Man in his run. Top 8 this time around was one of the most diverse and unorthodox we had ever seen in Smash 4's history, with 2 Duck Hunts, a Luigi, Pac-Man, Rob, Little Mac, Fox, and Ness. Not a single DLC character in sight, which was definitely a breath of fresh air for a lot of the community members. Tamashika would go on to prove to be the better Duck Hunt this time around, beating Raito in winner semis and outplacing him in top 8. Raito would go out in 4th, while Tamashika goes out in 3rd. T had already shown the Smash community that he would be a top competitor, defeating Fallen early in the bracket and pools. But he has proven that this early victory was no fluke, pushing his way all the way into Grand Finals against Elegant. However, Elegant proved to be a bit too much for the Japanese Pac-Man, defeating him 3-2. Another reminder that the last major tournament for Smash 4 in September will be Glitch 5 happening September 29th. Link for the signups will be down below. SSB World has announced a new service on their website, Matchup Tips. For those of you who don't know, SSB World is a community-driven database of Smash 4 videos and statistics for players, characters, and matchups. The site has very neatly organized all the VODs by player and matchup for any Smashers to watch and research. However, unless you're already good at analyzing matches, this may not be as helpful. This is where the new Matchup Tips function comes in. Now, community members can add specific tips and tricks they know to help players learn to match up better. It's one thing to watch VODs of Fallen beating Cloud, but it's a whole other thing to have him explain what he's doing and why. This feature will hopefully act as an additional resource for new and veteran Smashers to learn the game smarter. Next, there is new information about Isabelle's moveset. According to an official Smash Bros. Blog post, Isabelle's fishing pole is confirmed to work as a tether recovery, similar to Zero Suit Samus's Side B. Assuming Isabelle's recovery works the same as Villager, this would give an amazing mix-up to how she recovers. While Villager's recovery is great in distance, it is very vulnerable and easily telegraphed. Beefy Smash Dudes has also created a video analyzing the moveset for Isabelle, so don't forget to check that out too. I want to say first that I don't really like to use the word drama, since nowadays the word has been associated with petty events, but I'm using the dictionary definition here. Particularly the emotional or unexpected series of events or set of circumstances part. So with that, one of the biggest things to happen since the last video was Vegas player Foe accused of sexual assault by fellow Vegas player Aiko. Aiko first posted her allegations against Foe in a twitlonger, which explained how Foe coerced her into having sex, with screenshots and conversations with Foe that allegedly has him admitting to raping her. However, before I could take a deeper look into the twitlonger, Aiko deleted the post, along with the Imgur link with the screenshots. So most of the knowledge I have in this situation is through my memories of the bit I had the chance to see, as well as the interactions through Smash Twitter and comments on Reddit posts. Aiko has confirmed to be taking legal action against Foe for the sexual assault. Foe has claimed that these accusations were false and that Aiko was lying, or at the very least, manipulating the truth. He has also claimed that he has evidence to back this up. However, Foe has yet to post his side of the controversy, due to following the advice of his attorney to wait. A bit later in the week, Hita, a mutual friend of Foe and Aiko, has posted a response to the rape allegations, claiming that 1. The screenshots used of her conversation was out of context, and 2. Essentially Aiko is false in her allegations, as the entire sexual relationship was consensual. This is all the actual news I have on this topic. I will be providing an update to the story if more information arises. Like I mentioned in my previous video, I try to keep the aggregating as impartial as possible. But this doesn't mean I don't have my own takes or interpretations of what happened here. If you want to skip ahead to the next segment, again, I understand. Here's a timestamp for that. But if you'd like to hear one person's point of view, well, here it is. From what I've seen, it seems that the two initially formed a friendship because Aiko was a huge fan of Foe. And I think it's safe to say that Aiko, at least initially, was very infatuated by him. And I mean, I get it. He's a top player within the same region, and he's giving her, a perceived random, a lot of attention. But that's where the most important problem lies. If what Fo claims to be true in the screenshots, that he did not reciprocate feelings, then he should not have begun sexual relationships in the first place. This is a personal opinion of mine, but I believe it is extremely difficult to maintain a friendship with someone that you are a fan of, let alone date them or have sexual relationships. It already sets up a very skewed power dynamic that, frankly, doesn't change unless the person in power wants it to. The fan is already a fan, so they will already do anything for their idol, and the idol can very easily abuse this, and from the looks of it, I think Fo did. Let's just say for a moment that we agree that it isn't technically rape because Aiko agreed to sex. Then one, Fo is just very manipulative. He knew he could get sex out of Aiko by using her feelings to do so. Sure, it's not rape per se, but it is extremely scummy. And two, consent before sex does not necessarily mean it continues to exist during it. A person is in their rights to stop wanting to have sex, and if they express this, the other party is obligated to stop. Aiko has stated in her post that she specifically did not want sex, or at the very least did not want to continue sexual actions after feeling uncomfortable. I'm a bit inclined to believe her since the screenshots provided has Fo specifically stating that he has raped her. However, looking into the screenshots provided by Hita, it does seem that Aiko enjoyed the sexual relationships that she had with Fo, which to many people further bolsters the idea that she's making false allegations. So taking all the screenshots to account, I think it might be difficult to prove that the sex was non-consensual. However, I do think it's very apparent that Fo coerced the consent from Aiko by using her clear infatuation to get sexual pleasure. Whether or not you want to consider this legally rape is one conversation, but I think it's important to realize that no matter what, whether it's considered legally rape, this does not excuse Fo's behavior. I think Aiko, after being used by Fo for physical pleasure, began to realize that maybe their whole relationship was full of these skewed power dynamics. Aiko was not Fo's friend. She was more his lackey. And I think that emotional manipulation is really the core of this issue. I hope that through all of this, Fo reflects on what he did and feels regret, not because of the fear of social consequences that could have happened, but because he treated a peer like she belonged to him. Your fans aren't yours to use, they're full people too. And going back to the last video, I think this case might be a really good look at how effective the new Super Smash Bros. Code of Conduct can be. I think Aiko should submit her case to the board and see if they are able to help her feel safer within the community. If the board decides that the proof is insufficient, well, at least she tried. In bittersweet news, Chris Taylor, also known as SpookyWoobler, a terminally ill cancer patient, had his final wish fulfilled before he passed September 24th. His final wish was simply to play Smash Ultimate. He had expressed his fear on Twitter that he might pass before he had the opportunity to play Smash Ultimate in December. This caught the attention of many prominent Smash community members, which eventually caught the attention of Nintendo, and they actually brought a Smash demo to Chris's place so he could play for at least 3 hours. I think it's amazing that the community could come together and at least fulfill this guy's final wish to play Smash Ultimate. During times of tragedy, I think it's important to know that we are able to do a lot of good in this world if we just work together, and I think we should strive to do that more. And today for Trophy Rush, we have a lot of cool content for you. Firstly, we have a Did You Know Gaming video on Smash Secrets. We also got a video by Beefy Smash Dudes explaining what it means to condition your opponent. Next, we have Xzax, who has uploaded a highlight compilation video of his Ultimate Inkling and Snake gameplay on his channel. This next one is actually quite interesting. We have a new art Twitter called SSBU Countdown. This Twitter will be posting a new art prompt every week up until the release of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Anyone who wants to participate can either @ them or use the hashtag SSBU_countdown. Last week's prompt was new and old. For this week, the prompt is wishlist. Submissions will be retweeted by SSBU Countdown, so make sure to give them a follow to see cool Smash related fan art. Source Gaming has posted a video about a new pack of HD renders Nintendo released on certain alternate costumes for Ultimate characters. This includes Meta Ridley, Felt Yoshi, Builder Mario, and much more. Interestingly, some skins such as Meta Ridley was not seen in the demo version of the game. It is unsure if this means that one of the demo skins is actually a placeholder for the meta skin, or that Ridley would have more than 8 skins. If you want the link to the renders, make sure to check out the link to Source Gaming's Discord, where they have the links pinned. There is a theory going around called the BoxArt theory that suggests that there will be only 2 more additional characters in Smash Ultimate. Source Gaming and GamExplain provide an in-depth look at what this theory means, but to summarize, Nintendo released an image for the special edition of Smash Bros. Ultimate, which shows a big box with images of the revealed fighters on the side. The image, however, shows a very clear empty space that would fit 2 more character portraits, one for the recently revealed Isabelle, and the other for the next big character reveal. Connor Eats Pants, the one to really bolster this theory, claims that there is a very strong pattern with the character portraits. 1. They are in reveal order just like the website. 2. They are split into groups of 9, each group on one side of the box. With this pattern in mind, Connor Eats Pants deduces that the last characters will be a new Echo Fighter as well as a brand new reveal. Now this theory assumes that the box art isn't a placeholder, and that whatever's on the box will be everything in the game. Although unlikely, it is possible that the game itself will have more characters than the box art space allows for. So this theory, while very likely, does not seem to be infallible. Some counter theories to the box theory is the BlogPost Theory. RelaxAlax explains this theory on his channel, Alex and His Cat, which states that according to the coding on the blog post, there is a certain pattern that the posts are in. This pattern, if it continues to the release of Ultimate, shows an average of 2.9 character reveals per week. This means that we should be getting 7 to 8 new characters for Smash Ultimate. This includes echoes and newcomers, but this is still a significant increase from the box art theory. Sakurai has mentioned that we will see all the characters revealed before the game launches in December, so we shall see in due time which theory is correct. According to CoroCoro magazine, there might actually be 108 stages in Smash Ultimate rather than the 103. As of today, it is unknown if this is simply an error on CoroCoro's part or if they leaked information they were not supposed to. Finally, there has been a leak going on that has a lot of potential to be real. It is an image of Ken from Street Fighter, with other Ultimate fighters on the Inkling stage Mori Towers. Lots of signs pointed to be an actual leak rather than a fake. Ken was highly speculated to be an echo of Ryu for Smash Ultimate though, so I can't say I'm surprised. Though I am a bit upset that Nintendo couldn't reveal it themselves, assuming this is real. And that's all the time I have for this episode. If this is something you guys enjoy or feel like should be supported, do your thing. Starting next week, the tentative schedule is going to be every Monday and Thursday, so look out for more news. Thanks for watching. This is Bninjak, and have a great day.